Well, guys, if you look outside, there is a lot of snow. I think today is going to be a bit more of a relaxing day. Well, pretty good day. Really a lot of just relaxing, staying warm inside, just enjoying all that firewood I processed. Got out for a bit, went for a nice stroll around the area. Found small small lake just to the north of me, which is the water that is part of the water route that leads to the creek that would take me back to the road. So I think when we leave here, we're gonna attempt that route. We might have to walk beside the creek and not on it, but hopefully the sections along the sides of the creek aren't too thick, which should help with navigation and also just streamline the process of getting back instead of bushwhacking back out the way we came. Personally, I don't even think I could follow the route back out that I took. I don't remember it that well. I didn't really record it. It was just more of happen chance following my declination and not my declination, my compass point there. So yeah, today was kind of slow. Not a whole lot going on. I'm gonna be having venison tonight for dinner. I'm gonna have a later dinner because I had a couple hot dogs earlier, and yeah, I'm just gonna have a nice chill night. I went ahead and I added a bottom to one of my baskets, so that's something productive I got done. Purified a bunch of water, but other than that, not a whole lot. So guys, hopefully tomorrow there's supposed to be lots of sunshine, so I'll put the solar panel out, get that battery pack charged up, get the phone charged up, and we can get you guys caught up to date at that point. Well, until then, I'm just gonna be hanging tight. I'm gonna maybe process a bit of firewood in here, baton some pine up for kindling, and maybe create a couple feathers, wood feathers, just so that way in the night I can light those really easy, throw them in, because tonight's supposed to be a cold one, tomorrow night as well. So anyway, guys, see you guys tomorrow at some point. Well guys, this morning has been particularly difficult. Woke up, spark arrestor on the stove was completely clogged up. So I was getting smoked out in here all night because I kept restocking at night. I didn't realize it, so I was coughing up a lung. Friggin' ran outside and had to dump the ashes while the stove was still hot because it was just smoking everything up. Burnt my hand a bit, nothing major. Dumped the ashes, got that spark arrestor cleaned up and knocked some more soot out. And then this tent, it's the One Tigris tent. I've never used another type of hot tent. This is the only one I have. First time using it an extensive time, and the zipper, like the fabric, I think there's a few major design flaws with this thing. I'm definitely gonna do a review on this tent, but let's just say the zipper has now broke. So I gotta figure out how I'm gonna fix that. It's due to ice accumulation on the zippers. So the zippers at the bottom, the condensation up here, like above me, will start sticking to the walls. It'll then drip down, and then as it drips down, it freezes against the wall. And for some reason, the zipper makes a perfect runway for that condensation to go down. So that zipper is now damaged. It's fallen off the rail. So I'm gonna heat up some water. I'm gonna put some boiling water on it. Maybe not boiling, but warm water to try to get all the ice off, and then zip it back up. I got my solar panel out there on the ice. It's very sunny out, which is good. So that's good. We're gonna have some electricity, so we can keep charging my phone, charge my other devices, whatever else. Anyway, I'm a bit frustrated, but that's okay. We got some coffee, mocha, and once I'm done that, I'll heat up some water and maybe just use snow so I don't waste my good water. Anyway, okay, catch you guys in a bit. Alright, well, bad news. I've been trying for about, I don't know, an hour and a half, get that zipper back on. I was able to get it on a couple times, but it just won't grab the rails, which is what the zipper, the part that actually joins together. It just won't grab them together. I can get it on, but they just won't grab. So I think I'm gonna have to call it because it's about 10:45, and the problem is I mess around with this thing too long. It gets dark. I don't want to be leaving in the dark, and I can't sleep in this here tonight with that zipper like that. It's gonna get very cold. I'm gonna need the wood stove. I wouldn't need it. Like, I can still get by with just the sleeping bag, but it takes all the point out of this whole experience. So I think that's where we're gonna call it, guys. Such is reality, and you got to learn to roll with the punches. Everything's pretty much packed up. You can see my bed here, and I'm just cooking up some bacon, and I'm making myself another cup of mocha, just because I'm feeling a bit low energy, and I want to just ensure that I got the calories I need to get out of here efficiently without feeling groggy the whole time. Didn't have a great sleep last night, so like between getting smoked out by the plugged spark arrestor and fiddling with the fire a bunch, woke up a few times. Anyway, so pretty much ready to go. I'm not going to be able to get a charge in the action cam, but I do have quite a few bars in the actual portable battery pack, which is hooked up to the camera right now. But man, it is a beautiful day. So at least I get to hike out a new route on the way out. I'm gonna try to do the water route. So this trip was actually very, very good. I'm happy because I have other plans to take this tent and stove combo even further into the woods. Like we're talking like 11 kilometers back. And if that problem had happened there, you know, it'd be a different story. That's those hikes in the snow, 11 kilometers takes about a whole day. So anyway, just waiting for this bacon. It smells good. I'm starving. I'm gonna eat it up, and we'll be on our way. Well, all done my bacon. I'm just soaking up the rest in my whatever's left over of my loaf here. It's a little trick for you if you're looking for a trail snack. You got some bread on you. You soak up all the fat into the loaf like that, and you let it cool. You wrap it up in whatever you got, newspaper, plastic, whatever. And then if you get hungry on the trail, you just rip off a piece of that, and that is super calorie dense, high fat, carbohydrates. It's a good trail snack. So anyway, we're almost done. All right, well, it's nearly 1 o'clock. My pack here is all packed up, all my gear. Just gonna show you guys everything. I left my bed. I left some firewood. It's all gonna decompose. I do plan on coming back to this spot so I can always reuse this. I've also left my tripods there that I built, because again, I'll likely be back at this spot and they'll be ready to go. I left a little offering of some of that bacon bread and some peas just for the forest there. Just my way of saying thank you for this gorgeous spot. All right, let's get on to getting back. Well, we are on our way. Made it down that little chute that we explored yesterday. Headed across this next beaver pond straight towards another creek that goes to a more major creek, then to another small beaver pond, then down another creek, and then to the road. So I think we've made good time already. There's a lot of coyote tracks here, which is pretty cool. Scampering across the lake. I haven't seen any my entire time here, which I think is better that way. But yeah, so snowshoes actually helping a lot here. I started this off without them, but anyway, it's good. Making distance. Well, got to the side of the lake. Here's the creek that we're supposed to go down. As you can see, it's a beaver dam, and there is open water. I don't want to get too close to the edge there because ice tends to get thinner closer to the edge. But you can see there, it drops off significantly. Being safe here, staying a good distance away. But you can really see how much elevation that is. And there down at the bottom, you can see where we're headed. Way down there. So we gotta try to circumnavigate this obstacle. And yeah, let's get to it. Guys, we've gotten to that creek. Down there is where that beaver dam, you see the ravine that led up to where we were. This is a small creek. So we brought a toboggan. You know what that means? we're gonna slide down here. Hopefully not kill ourselves. Looks safe enough. Ugh. I don't bring a toboggan with me just because it's convenient, you know. All right, we might die here. Whoa! Oh shit! Oh, beautiful, man. Gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous out here, man. Love it. Well, I just scouted just around the side here, and these bends and creeks are known for where the water tends to pick up a bit around sort of these places, especially since we have the outflow from that ravine coming down right here. We gotta be super careful. So I'm gonna have to try to stay low and try to just I want to just cut this way right there. I'm gonna try to cross and then follow this inside corner, just because it looks a little safer than this far side here where you'd have that ravine coming in. So just gotta be super careful here. If I go in, like, that's really gonna suck. We are lucky in the fact that it's not freezing because of the sun out, but it's still super dangerous. If I go in, you know, and it's too deep for me to get out, that's why we're sticking close to the shore, well, I'm dead. Or I can get out and then I have to do the whole process of finding shitloads of firewood, starting a fire while borderline hypothermic, and then trying to dry off. I don't want to do that. So let's keep on moving. All right, so pretty much I can't get my camera to stay still while I do this, but the idea is that you're staying low on your pack, and your pack weighs a lot more. This pack weighs a lot more than I do, or a considerable amount. You've leaned your weight into the pack. So the idea is if you hit a spot of rough ice, the pack will go in the drink before you do. Hopefully, that's the idea. Is if you hit a really thin patch, the sled will go down, dip into the water, and you'll be safe, at least for the meantime. So it just gives you an opportunity to get back away from everything and then figure out maybe your recovery for your equipment, or if you're leaving it and, you know, heading out and then hoping to recover at a later date. But yeah, pretty much I'm gonna just go ahead, skimp across the ice here all the way over, and I'll give you an update when I'm there. Well, we're at the third and final lake or pond, beaver pond, before gotta get out. Might look safe here. You look closer, you can see there's water in these coyote tracks. And there's also spots where it clearly just snowed over it, so it's probably not real ice underneath there. I've also got open water this morning kind of deal right there. And then just over here behind this tree, that's where we just came from, where I showed that stream. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna hug this side here through this marsh. The ice in the marshy areas tends to be worse than the ice in the open areas. That's because the weeds sort of create these air pockets. So what we're gonna try to do is just take it easy. I'll put the snowshoes on so I have better displacement. You can see we got a beaver pond there, or a beaver house right there. That means the water's deep enough for them to be swimming underwater, so at least 2 to 3 feet, I'm gonna assume. But yeah, guys, we're gonna take this one super duper safe and easy, and just take it slow. It's beautiful though. Just a bit of a daunting task looking at it. You can do it. Well, that was totally predictable right there. I didn't go in. I actually pushed the toboggan in front. I could tell that that was a drop there, and here was the shortest span. I pushed the toboggan in. It fell right through. That water's pretty deep. You can see how fast it's flowing. It's just bubbling up. You can actually hear it rumbling back in here somewhere. And then I used the toboggan as a bridge to crawl across here, and then pulled the toboggan up onto this side. So we need to continue going this way for a little while. We're gonna cut probably once we get around this little bend. We can cut up onto land, and then we're gonna just try to make it through the forest, because this is silly trying to get through here. But we'll see how it is. If I start going and I notice that it's totally fine, then we'll keep this up. But like when you can see reeds like that, these little brown ones, that always tells me that's some wet feet right there. But then these ones here, these brambles, that's lower spots. So we're gonna go based on that. We're gonna try to follow these little clues that nature likes to give us. Well, guys, we were way over there. Came around, we came through here. There's another beaver dam right up here, another valley, I guess you call it, or a gully. So I've just cut through here because it looks like there's a trail that runs up through here. So we're gonna see where that leads. I did see our first legit sign of humans. There's a duck blind right there. That mound right there, that's actually a duck blind made out of wood. And there's another one way off on the point there, which you're not gonna be able to see. But I'll be completely honest. I was pretty sketchy going across here. That one spot right at the corner way out there, I can't really point exactly at it with the camera. Probably can't even see it right there. There was just like the sound of like, no, like, oh fuck. So I found the ice was a little sketchy crossing through there. I don't recommend it. I don't think, in hindsight, I think I should have gone through the woods back out the way I came, just because of how dangerous the ice conditions are right here. But the time now is about 3 o'clock. It gets dark at 5. It's taken me nearly, like, I don't even know, 2 hours, and I've only really gone about a kilometer. Yeah, like 1 kilometer so far. Luckily though, this route, the distance is less. It's like 1.3 kilometers, so we're only like, I don't know, we're only maybe like another 400-500 meters away from where we gotta go. But the terrain from here on out, it's all just a stream that runs through. There's one more lake or pond, a small sized one, and then we hit the road. So this is, but anyway, I'm gonna stop recording just because I want to try to make a push to get out of here before dark. If it turns out that it's like 4:30 and I'm still not close to the road, like let's say I'm still a good, 500 meters. Well, I shouldn't be. I'm close to that, but you never know. That's as the crow flies, right? 500 meters meaning, maybe there's 300 meters left of like really difficult terrain. There is a possibility that I'm like setting up camp out here, sleeping the night, and then waking up and doing the final push in the morning, just because I don't want to be traveling around here at dark. So anyway, let's get to it. Enough yammering from me. Hopefully I'll see you guys back out at the road. Well, I don't think it's a path. All right, guys. Well, I went through the ice, as you can see right there. I didn't. It was deep. I went in up to here, but I shot out of the water. I just let go of the sled, and I just crawled out on all fours. You can see that there. I was able to pull myself out, no problem. But holy shit, that was cold. Luckily, these Canadian Army wind pants are 100% waterproof. Same with the boots. So all the moisture that was on my shirt just formed ice immediately as soon as I got out. So I was able to just brush it off. I was submerged from, I would say, my chest down for probably like a good 3 or 4 seconds. I didn't even recognize the cold water. I didn't even feel the water on me. I still don't. But I'm just in a bit of shock. So clearly here, this is really stupid. This spot, I thought I could go along here and get there, but I wasn't paying attention to the clues. right here, that's a beaver dam. That goes all along this stretch here, and then you got flowing water, so you got like these 2 dams. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go back this way where I came, hopefully safely. I'm gonna try to get up over this hill and just start heading south towards the road through the bush, because at this point I'm not risking this water shit anymore. Just too risky, especially by myself. I went ahead, I texted, I've been keeping somebody informed. I told somebody that I was leaving today, and that if I didn't contact them by a certain point, you know, to send help kind of thing. So I'm being smart in that regard. Yeah, guys, really dangerous and sketchy. But anyway, it's time to get moving. The sun's going down. I think it's about 4 o'clock or 3:30, 4 o'clock. I can't tell the time from here, but anyway, time to just start roughing it back through the woods, because that's a lot safer than this. Anyway, time to get guys going. I'm just taking a quick break. Came from back up that way, and we're about 100 meters, or a little over 100 meters from the road. I can see light through the trees down towards the beaver pond, just over back this way, which is east. So I know that I'm directly beside that beaver pond. That's how I can determine my distance using the topos. I also just said screw it after I just decided right now I'm going to confirm with my phone has reception here now. So I just confirmed my location, but yeah, this has been a challenging route. We're still not done. It's taking me about a half hour to go about 170 meters. That's just due to the terrain. Yeah, we're getting close to getting out here. I'm just stopping because this is what happens to people, is that they start pushing and they're saying, hey, I'm so close, and they just push, and then that's when something bad happens. So I'm stopped here. I'm about 120 meters from the road. It looks like it's all downhill from here based on the topos and from my observations. Right down there, you can see it just goes downhill. So I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna have some of my bacon bread and just kind of quickly munch on some bacon bread, and then I'm gonna keep going, just so that way I can slow myself down a bit. And I can afford the time. It's like 4 o'clock now. Got an hour till dark. It's taking me 30 minutes to do 180 meters through the similar terrain. So yeah, but here's my bacon bread. Oh man, that's so good. It's literally just crisped up bread, just soaked in bacon grease. It's like the highest carb thing. Oh, it's great. Try it. Don't knock it till you try it. Better with a proper, like, homemade loaf though. So good. All right, well guys, I am back at my truck. Looks like the parking lot here got filled pretty quick with people ice fishing. So anyway, finally made it. Well guys, we made it back in town. That was a crazy adventure. Absolutely nuts. My phone was nearly dead near the end there, so I didn't record when I got back to the road, but I did obviously get back to the road. Getting my truck out of the parking lot though, that's another story. Spent like a good 45 minutes messing around with my tire chains to get this truck unstuck. But we managed to get out, we got back into town. Just gotta say, that was one of my most interesting trips yet. I would love to do more of this again in the future. Honestly, if I can make this into one of those full-time jobs, like, you know, Joe Robinette, he does that. You know, the Wooded Beardsman, those guys, they're sort of the guys that really sort of push me out there. Along my uncle obviously is a big part of this. Shout out to my uncle. He gives me lots of tips up from the Yukon down to me here. But yeah, anyway, if you guys like that video, smash that like button. Feel free to subscribe if you want to. Don't mind me, I'm gonna enjoy myself a bit of fast food here. Until next time, take care.